guys, welcome back. Today's video is my TBR jar chooses my October TBR. I am so excited. For those that don't know, my birthday is in October. It is October 3rd, so it is coming up real fast. So this is an exciting TBR because it's my birthday. But also we are fully in fall. It does not feel like fall outside. It is still currently 107 degrees outside, so it doesn't feel like fall, but it is technically fall. First day of fall was on Sunday. So today is September 25th, and as of right now, for my September TBR, I am actually so close to finishing. I picked 7 books for September, and I've read 6 of them, and I'm 200 pages into the 7th book, but that 7th book is like a 800-page book. It's the first Crescent City, and I don't know if I'm going to finish it by the end of the month, but we are so close to finishing my September TBR, but that's besides the point. Today we're talking about October TBR. I'm so excited for this one. Hopefully we've got some good books on here for my birthday month. My husband and I are going to Universal Studios for my birthday because we have the annual passes. We're going to the one in California, and I'm so excited, but also it's gonna feel really weird because for those that don't know, I'm a twin. I have a twin sister, and this is gonna be the first year that I'm not with her on my birthday, or our birthday. So that's gonna feel a little bit weird, but it's okay. Anyway, let's get into picking my first prompt. I'll probably do 6 this month as well and not do 7 because even though I'm almost at it this month, I just feel with my birthday, it's going to be a little bit more probably mood reading, and also we're going on a little mini vacation to Universal Studios, so I probably won't be reading much around my actual birthday, which I know is at the beginning of the month, so it's probably not going to make much of a difference, but regardless, I don't want to overdo it this month. But anyway, first prompt. Newest book on my TBR. That is so fun, and I definitely know which one it is. Actually, I was gonna say it is The Games Gods Play because I bought this last week as an early birthday present to myself, but literally the other day, on Monday, today's Wednesday, I went to Goodwill and got a book at Goodwill. So technically, this is the newest book on my TBR. So I guess I have to pick it, even though I would probably rather pick The Games Gods Play because it sounds so fun, and I love Greek mythology type books. But I am currently, they're all right here, reading all of the Lore Olympus books, so it's probably a good thing to not have another Greek mythology thing. So the book that we're picking for the newest book on my TBR is called Drowning: The Rescue of Flight 1421 by T.J. Newman. I have never read one of his books, but it sounds really good. I'll read the little excerpt. It says, 6 minutes after takeoff, Flight 1421 crashes into the Pacific Ocean. During the evacuation, an engine explodes and the plane is flooded. Those still alive are forced to close the doors, but it's too late. The plane sinks to the bottom with 12 passengers trapped inside. More than 200 feet below the surface, engineer Will Kent and his 11-year-old daughter, Shannon, are waist-deep in water and fighting for their lives. Their only chance at survival is an elite rescue team on the surface led by professional diver Chris Kent, Shannon's mother and Will's soon-to-be ex-wife, who must work together with Will to find a way to save their daughter and rescue the passengers from the sealed airplane, which is now teetering on the edge of an undersea cliff. There's not much time, there's even less air. With devastating emotional power and heart-stopping suspense, Drowning is an unforgettable thriller about a family's desperate fight to save themselves and the people trapped with them against impossible odds. I think that sounds really fun, and it's a little bit shorter of a book. It is under 300 pages, so I think hopefully it will be an easy read. But first book picked. I wish I could set them somewhere where you could see them, but I'm just sitting on my floor in front of my bookshelf, so I don't really have a spot to set them, but that's okay. Next prompt number 2, a book with a person on the cover. Interesting. Okay, well, I know we could do Renegades because that has some people on the cover. I also have A Man Called Ove, which has a person on the cover. But I don't know if I'm ready for this emotional of a read. I also, oh my gosh, if I can get it out. This is like stuck in here. I also have Legends and Lattes, which have some people on the cover. Technically, they are monsters. They're not real people. And I have been really enjoying cozy fantasy books recently. So this could be a good one. And it's on like my fall TBR. I want to read it in the fall time. So I think I'm going to pick Legends and Lattes. Prompt number 3. Bookstagram chooses. That is so fun. I need to grab my phone. Okay, so for those that don't know, my Bookstagram is lexi.isreading, and I'm just going to pick 2 books and have Instagram or Bookstagram choose from those 2 books. And I think the first one I'm going to choose is Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale. I really want to read a Kristen Hanna book. I've never read one of her books before, and I keep seeing a bunch of people talking about her. So I would really love to get to one, and I've heard great things about this one. I don't really know what it's about. I know with courage, grace, and powerful insight, best-selling author Kristen Hanna captures the epic panorama of World War II and illuminates an eminent part of history seldom seen. The Women's War, The Nightingale, tells the story of 2 sisters separated by years and experience, by ideals, passions, and circumstances, each embarking on her own dangerous path toward survival, love, and freedom in German-occupied, war-torn France. A heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the deliberately of women. It is a novel for everyone, a novel for a lifetime. I love World War II books, so this is definitely one of the ones I will be posting on the story. Oh, what other one do I want to do? I do have so many books that I could choose from. I do have When the Moon Hatched, which also sounds very good. But that book, Moon Hatched, is a chunker of a book. And I'm trying to finish Crescent City, the series, before the end of the year. So I probably will be reading the second one in October at some point. So I don't know. I don't think I want to add this one because The Nightingale's already a chunker. And I don't know if I want to try to commit to When the Moon Hatched plus Crescent City. So I'm not going to pick that one. I have 2 that I could pick. Either The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I don't know much about this book, but it has a beautiful cover. A magical island, a dangerous task, a burning secret. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment: travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the great mystery of which is Arthur Parnassus, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers that the master would do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn. Or worse, his secret comes to light. So that does sound very good. Let's look at the other one, which is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I want to start reading some more of her books. I've only read the Hollywood series, which is Malibu Rising, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, Carrie Soto is back. I haven't read any of her books that are in this other section of her books. But this one says, at the age of 29, Hannah Martin still has no idea what she wants to do with her life. She has lived in 6 different cities and has held countless meaningless jobs since college. But on the heels of a disastrous breakup, she has finally returned to her hometown of Los Angeles. To celebrate her first night back, her best friend, Gabby, takes Hannah out to a bar, where she bumps into her high school boyfriend, Ethan. It's just past midnight when Gabby asks Hannah if she's ready to go. Ethan quickly offers to give her a ride later if she wants to stay. Hannah hesitates. What happens if she leaves with Gabby? What happens if she leaves with Ethan? In concurrent storylines, Hannah lives out the effects of each decision. Quickly, these parallel universes develop into surprisingly different stories with far-reaching consequences for Hannah and the people around her, raising questions including, is anything meant to be? How much in our life is determined by chance? And perhaps most compelling, is there such a thing as a soulmate? Hannah believes there is, and in both worlds she believes she found him. I'm picking this one. Sorry, House in the Swirling Sea. This one just sounds so fun. I got to see a musical with Idina Menzel in it that is kind of similar to this, where it follows 2 different choices that she makes and what would have happened in those 2 choices, and I loved that musical. Could have also been because it was Idina Menzel and I love her and got to see her perform live, but this just sounds so good. So I'm going to do these 2 books. So let me just set them up here. I'm going to take my little picture here of these books and I'm going to post it to my story. I have that posted to my story, and we will set these 2 books aside and come back either at the end of this video. I'll probably honestly let it stay up for 30 minutes to an hour, and I will just come back and finish this video once I have that answer. But I'm going to set these 2 off to the side for now, and we'll go to our 4th prompt, which is a book with a color in the title. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see. I don't know if I really have any. Library. What's this one? Okay, I found one. And it's the only option. I don't see any other books that have a color in the title, so this will be the only option for this prompt. It is In a Garden Burning Gold by Rory Power. I don't know what this is about. I got it at one of the Barnes & Noble half price hardback sale. And I remember it sounding good, but I don't remember what it was about because I got it a year ago, if more than that. Oh, I have the receipt in here with this book. When did I buy it? Oh, December 2022. So it's been almost 2 years since I've added this one to my TBR. So I don't remember what it's about. Oh, it's about twins. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I got it. Adding it to the TBR. It's 4. So we've got 2 more prompts to do. Prompt number 5. There's a whole little stack of them. There we go. A book with a white cover. Interesting. I have Ruthless Vows, but I haven't read Divine Rivals yet, so that won't work. That's blue. I have this one. I honestly have no idea what this book is about. It's called Keep Me Posted, but it's white. Is this white? No. That might be my only option. I mean, I also have Atomic Habits But I think I want to save this for a video of me reading books outside my comfort zone, or just reading books I normally don't read, because I'm not a big nonfiction fan. What this one's about. I'm sitting here reading this. You can tell when this came out because it says Cassie is addicted to Facebook, and that's not as relevant today. It sounds kind of interesting. It's not like, it doesn't get me hooked, but yeah, this came out in 2016, which is when I graduated high school. So makes sense why Facebook is the social media app that she's addicted to. I don't know if I'll get to this one. I'm saying that right now. It doesn't sound the most appealing to me, but we'll add it anyway. Okay, the last prompt. Oldest book on your TBR. So I got the newest book on the TBR and the oldest book. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea which book is the oldest book on my TBR, because some of these books I've had since like I was in high school, or like right out of high school. So I know which ones it's not when I have like newer ones that I've bought in recently, but some of these books on here I have had for so long that I honestly, I don't know which one to pick. I don't know. Are you guys gonna hate me if I pick a different prompt? Because I really don't know which book is my oldest book. You know what? Please don't hate me, but I'm gonna pick a different prompt because I don't know which book is the oldest book on my TBR, which I know this is kind of cheating and I should have just picked it, but I really have no idea. So we are just gonna pick a different prompt. Do not hate me. And this prompt is a book with a person's name in the title. Well, I could do A Man Called Ove, or A Man Called Ove. I don't know how you pronounce it. Oh, I do have Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, but that doesn't sound as good to me as A Man Called Ove. Oh, and I also do have Saving C.C. Honeycott. I will look into that one too. It does sound good, but I do think A Man Called Ove sounds better. Let's just take a gander at my... Oh, so far, only one person has voted, so I'm going to leave this up for a little bit longer. I'm going ahead and adding the second Crescent City House of Sky and Breath to the books, to my TBR as well, because like I said, I want to finish reading this whole series by the end, or the 3 books that are out of this series by the end of the year. The poll on my Instagram has been posted for about, oh my gosh, an hour and a half-ish now. So I thought I would go ahead and just go based off of it. There's only 4 votes on it, so not a ton, but there is a significant winner to it. So figured we would go ahead and pick it. So the book that won the poll is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book had 75% voted, so I think it won fair and square, even though there wasn't a ton of response to the poll. But Maybe in Another Life is the one that got picked, which is honestly so great because it is the shorter book of the 2, and if I'm going to be trying to read Crescent City, I'm going to need the shorter books, you know? So let's rapid fire go through all of the books that I am picking this month. The first prompt was newest book on my TBR, and for that I picked Drowning by T.J. Newman. The next prompt was a book with the person on the cover, and for that I picked Legends and Lattes. The third book was Bookstagram Chooses. For that we picked Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The third prompt was a book with a color in the title, which was In a Garden Burning Gold. And then it was a book with a white cover, and for that I picked Keep Me Posted. And then the last prompt was a book with a person's name in the title, and for that we picked A Man Called Ove. Ove, however you pronounce it. Luna! And honorary mention is House of Sky and Breath from Crescent City. So those are all of the books that I will hopefully be getting to in October. I am super excited for this month. Like I said, it is my birthday, and then I also have a fun video planned for later this month that will hopefully get me through some of these. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me pick out my October TBR. I'm super excited, and I will see you guys in my next video.